Welcome, future masters of English. Today, we're tackling one of the trickiest, most challenging levels in the PSLE English paper, Synthesis and Transformation. You've got to think of it like a video game gauntlet. It looks simple, but believe me, it's full of hidden traps and tough bosses. But don't you worry. By the end of this, you'll have all the cheat codes you need to win.
So first things first, let's talk about the prize. This single section with just 5 little questions is worth a whopping 10 marks. Now, in the world of the PSLE, that is a massive score boost. It can make a huge difference. So yeah, the stakes are definitely high.
All right, here is our game plan for this level. We'll start by understanding what this gauntlet is all about. Then we're going to decode the challenge, grab some essential power-ups, face the boss battles, learn how to avoid all the nasty traps, and finally, lay out your path to total mastery. You ready? Let's do this.
So what is this gauntlet really? Well, on the surface, it looks like a pretty straightforward grammar test, but it is so much more than that. This is the section where even really strong students can just unexpectedly lose precious marks, and it's often from the tiniest of errors. Precision here is everything.
Okay, to win any game, you have to know your enemy, right? So what exactly is synthesis and transformation? Let's break down the rules of engagement.
At its core, the mission is pretty simple. You take 2 sentences and you combine them, or you rewrite one sentence in a new way. But here is the golden rule, the one rule you can never, ever, ever break. The meaning of your new sentence has to be exactly the same as the original. No changes, no additions, no new interpretations. Got it?
And this leads us to the deadliest rule of the gauntlet. It is all or nothing. Each question is worth 2 marks, but you don't get 1 mark for being mostly right. Nope, a tiny spelling mistake, a missed comma, that's like a one-hit KO from the final boss. You either win perfectly or you lose both marks. It's a super high-stakes, high-precision challenge.
And this right here is the real danger. You see a short question and you think, easy points. But just like a quiet ninja, a tiny error can sneak in and steal your marks without you even noticing. You can't fall for this trap. Every hero needs some power-ups before facing the main challenge. In the S&T gauntlet, your power-ups are the fundamental grammar rules. I'm telling you, mastering these is the first step to victory. Let's look at a couple of the most important ones. Our first power-up is connectors. Think of words like because, although, and in order to as magic keys. They unlock the ability to link ideas together, showing relationships like cause and effect, contrast, or purpose, and in the process, they create a much, much stronger sentence. Okay, our next power-up is the relative clause. Words like who and which basically let you perform a fusion move. You merge 2 simple sentences into one sleek, efficient, and way more sophisticated sentence. So instead of saying, the girl is my cousin, and then she is wearing a red dress, you just combine them into a single powerful statement. See how that works?
All right, with your power-ups equipped, it is time to face the boss battles. These are the 2 toughest question types in the whole S&T gauntlet. This is where most adventurers lose their marks.
Our first boss is the fearsome reported speech. Some people call it indirect speech. This challenge is tough because it's not just one change you have to make. Oh no, you have to juggle several changes all at once to defeat it. It's kind of like fighting a multi-headed dragon.
But hey, every boss has a weakness. And for reported speech, it's this secret weapon, the PPT checklist. That's PPTT. Before you even think about writing your answer, you have to check for changes in pronoun, place, tense, and time. Using this checklist makes sure you don't miss any of the boss's attack patterns.
Now, the most crucial part to this is the tense backshift rule. Just think of it like this. When you report what someone said in the past, the verb has to take 1 step further back in time. So am becomes was, and ate becomes had eaten. It's a mandatory time jump for your verb, no exceptions. Our next boss battle is active and passive voice. Now, this isn't really about right or wrong. It's more like changing the camera angle of the sentence. Are you going to focus on the person doing the action or the thing that's receiving it?
Defeating this boss is actually pretty easy if you know the 3-hit combo. Okay, first, the object of the sentence jumps to the front to become the new subject. Second, you adjust the verb using to be plus the past participle. And third, the original subject, now we call it the agent, moves to the back, introduced by the word by. Just follow those 3 steps and you will win every single time.
Congratulations, you've defeated the bosses. But wait, the gauntlet isn't over. The final stretch is filled with hidden traps designed to trip you up right before you get to the finish line. Let's talk about how to spot and avoid them.
The first one is the speed trap. This is a classic banana peel slip-up. Your brain is racing ahead, but your hand can't keep up, and you end up leaving out small but crucial words like or was. The only way to disarm this trap is to slow down, reread your final answer, and check it against the original sentences. Seriously, always check.
And here it is, the biggest trap of them all, the trapdoor of changing the meaning. Your new sentence might be perfectly grammatical, it might look beautiful, but if it doesn't mean exactly the same thing as the original, you lose all the marks. Always ask yourself that final question. This is that golden rule we talked about.
Okay, we've faced the challenges, we've gathered the power-ups, we've defeated the bosses, and we've dodged the traps. Now let's put it all together into one final unbeatable game plan for you to achieve total mastery.
So, this all comes down to a mission with 4 clear steps for every single question. Number 1, read and understand your objective. 2, identify the required skill or power-up. 3, execute the move and rewrite the sentence. And 4, always do a final check for traps before you move on. This systematic approach is your key to a flawless victory.
And this quote just sums it all up perfectly. Winning the S&T Gauntlet isn't just about knowing the rules. It's a combination of knowledge, careful thinking, and paying extremely close attention to every single little detail.
So now that you have the game plan, the choice is yours. Which boss battle are you going to head to the training room to practice first? Will it be that multitasking challenge of reported speech, or the focus-shifting puzzle of passive voice? Let the training begin.